What if attracting money was easier than you think? And what's really missing is this one key concept. What if what's stopping you has nothing to do with what's lacking, but what you already possess? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Welcome back to my channel where we discuss all things money, marketing, and metaphysics. Now, in today's video, we are going to spotlight the one thing you can actually do differently in order to manifest money faster. Okay, so here's the thing. If you were to just take anything away from this video, just remember that the sooner you can actually tune into the energy or the frequency of money, the sooner you'll attract it. Well, what do you mean by that? So, as you know, or maybe you don't know, money is essentially energy, right? Yes, right? Like money is paper. We can see money as if it's just paper, right? Let's say you have $100 bill, it just looks like paper, right? However, money carries energy. And the reason why that's so is, have you ever looked into your bank account, or have you ever gotten like a huge amount of money and you feel super happy?
Yay!
Or you look into your bank account and you lost a lot of money and you feel super sad? Why is it that if money was just paper, it would give you such a big reaction? It's because money has energy and it's affecting you emotionally, right? Or here's the thing, we're actually allowing money to affect us emotionally. So if you can tune into the frequency of what money is, then what ends up happening is that then you can match your vibrations to the vibration of more money. Okay, because here's the thing, we are actually all naturally abundant. We are naturally abundant. It is the idea or the thinking that we are not abundant or that we have not enough that basically prolongs that feeling, right? When we think that we need money, we're actually prolonging the feeling of actually having more money, right? Because here's the thing, when you put money on a pedestal, what ends up happening is that you're actually putting out a resistant energy, right? So think of it like this. Have you ever hung out with someone, or maybe you saw a celebrity walking down the street? So I live in LA, so I see celebrities all the time, right? So let's just say, for example, you see one of your favorite actors. And he's coming your way, and you start to have this feeling of like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, Brad Pitt is walking towards me, and you start to get all flustered and you start to literally put Brad Pitt on a pedestal, right? So what ends up happening is that you're actually sending a vibration of, okay, I'm not as good enough as you, and I'm gonna act differently because you are on a pedestal, right? So that feeling definitely creates this type of resistance. And whenever there is resistance, you're basically saying that you're not good enough, right, for that person. So the same goes with money, right? Because money is essentially energy. So I like to teach my clients to always build a healthy relationship with money. So when you're putting money on a pedestal and you're thinking like, oh my gosh, like I don't have enough, or oh my gosh, like money is not coming to me, or you're having this desperate energy, what ends up happening is that you're actually prolonging money from even getting to you, right? So again, do not put money on a pedestal. And this actually goes to my next point, right? Which is that a lot of people have stories about money, and that's exactly why their reality is matching the story they have about money, right? So for instance, growing up, my money story was that money was very scarce, right? And I also thought money was evil. And the reason is because growing up, I saw my dad actually pick up the phone, and whenever telemarketers would call in, he would actually be super mean to them. And so my viewpoint on sales and marketing, or even just making money, was that, okay, like if someone is selling me, that must mean it's really bad, right? I had that perception, that was that story. So again, I really want to take a moment. You can even pause this video for a second, but ask yourself, what is your money story, right? And actually drop them in the comments below, because I'd like to know, what is your money story? My money story was that money equals evil. So if I had that story, subconsciously, I'm not going to be wanting to make money, right? Even though that consciously I'm like, okay, I need to pay the bills, or I need to make money. Subconsciously, I'm literally telling myself that money is bad, money is evil, right? Remember, your money story literally reveals the reality that you have currently, okay? That's also why there's that quote, the rich get richer, right? There's a reason for that. Okay, so let's get straight to the one thing that you can do right now, okay, that is going to help you manifest money faster, okay? And that is, you ready for it? Drum roll, please. Okay, literally, the one thing you have to do is make it natural to make money. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. You're gonna make it natural to make money. I already know what you're thinking. You're like, wait, Kristen, how do I make it natural to make money when it's not natural for me to make money, right? I know what you're thinking already. Again, have you ever heard of the quote, if you continue to do the same things over and over again and expect a different result, then that's insanity, right? Again, I'm probably saying the quote wrong, but you get the point. The point is that if you continue to tell yourself the same story over and over and over again on repeat, you're going to come up with the same results. So in order for you to make money natural for you, there's several ways you can do it, right? Number one, you can tune into the vibration of being grateful right now. That's the easiest way. And this is something that may be cliche, but it works. And let me tell you why it works, okay? When you are being grateful for the things that you want in life, right? Literally, like, do a grateful rampage. I literally just did something called speed manifestation with my Facebook community last week. And guess what? The result was that they came in at a certain vibration. They left with a higher vibration because of the fact that we did so many different exercises that pushed their vibration up, right? Not pushed, but literally up leveled them. And so one of those exercises is actually going on a grateful rampage with your partner. So the very first thing I would really recommend you to do to make it natural to make money is actually be grateful for what you already have, right? Because when you are grateful for what you already have, you're going to attract more of it, right? So again, it's all about making it natural to make money, okay? A second tip that I can give you is to actually spend money, right? So I was on a call with a potential client the other day, and one of the biggest hiccups where she didn't want to like invest in a coach or spend money was anyone's reason, which is they don't want to spend money, right? But at the same time, she was wanting people to spend money on her. So you see how she's creating this resistance here, where what it was is that she wanted to just receive, but she didn't want to give, right? She wanted to receive, but she didn't want to give. And that's the same that goes with money, right? Because money is really just about circulating. Money is not meant to be hoarded, right? I've had so many clients hoard money and thinking that they will make more money, but actually money again is like a frequency. It's literally meant to flow, right? Cash flow. So the idea is that if you want to receive more money, practice spending more money, right? Practice tipping more, right? Practice donating more. You know, when I first started getting into this work, I would think about, okay, what would someone that I admire that makes a lot of money do, right? They give to a lot of charities, they donate, they tip, they are already doing all of those things. So if I'm trying to be like that, I'm not gonna wait until I'm there and then I start doing those things. I'm gonna naturally donate. I'm gonna naturally tip more because I'm already at that frequency. So again, these are some of the natural things that you can actually do to raise your vibration and to attract money faster, right? And the last thing you can actually do is to start being, okay, like the person that is making the amount of money that you want, right? Because the thing is that when you are able to really operate at that level of being, that's actually when things start happening for you, okay? So again, just to repeat, the one thing that you can do differently to manifest money faster is to literally make money as natural as possible, right? It's the idea that it's not natural that is preventing you from making the money, okay? So own it, own the fact that, you know, wherever you're at, own it and just be as if you already are operating from that frequency. Okay, so again, if you think about it, right, whenever you are operating from the state of resistance, what ends up happening is that you're actually pushing things away and pushing money and pushing opportunities away. And we don't even realize that we're doing it, right? So remember that if you really want to manifest money fast, it can come from different places. It doesn't have to come from a 9-to-5 job. It doesn't have to come from a job. It doesn't have to come from you trading time for money. That is a story, right? I have made money passively. And really, I had to change that story because I also believe that I had to trade my time in order for me to make money. So again, key takeaways is number 1, act natural around money. And number 2 is to really just be grateful, right? Be grateful. You can literally go into that vibration. And finally, give. Spend money as if you already have the money. And I promise you it will come back. Anyways, it was good chatting with you guys. Make sure to check out these 2 videos if you want to learn more about money, marketing, and metaphysics. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!